Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sade. Thank y'all for joining me for our astrology talk. For today, we are going to dive into what does it mean when you have your Venus in the sign of Leo. Now, if you have not checked out any of my videos on what the planet Venus means, as well as the sign of Leo, go ahead, head over to my channel, Hidden Alchemy, where I have tons and tons of videos for you to dive into and understand some information before this video. But for the sake of this video, let's quickly dive into what the planet Venus is and what the sign Leo means. Venus is the planet of love. It's the planet of beauty. It's the planet of what we value, what we place our value and worth in. And it rules our relationships, not just in a romantic way, but our relation to any type of person, place, or thing. How are we in relation to that object, that place, or that situation? Now, moving into the sign of Leo, Leo is ruled by the sun. It's masculine in nature, and it is a fixed sign. And fixed signs like to sustain, they like to keep things in order the way that they are, and they like to bring stability to any type of situation that they are in. So when you have your Venus in the sign of Leo, I actually like this placement because Venus is the sign of love, and when you put Leo here, Leo rules the heart naturally. These are lovers. These are people who like to be in love. These are people who like to be in a state of romance, who like to be in partnership, and who want something sustainable in their partnership because Leo is a fixed sign. These are people who like to have fun in their relationships. Leo rules your inner child. It rules what brings you joy, what brings you excitement, what brings that fun and that zest to life, as well as creativity and the way you express yourself. So if you have your Venus in the sign of Leo, this is what you want to embody when you're in your partnerships with people. You want it to be fun, you want it to be playful, but you also want that. Because Leo is ruled by the sun, you want that attention from your partner consistently. Leos being ruled by the sun, they want to make sure that they are the center of your life because in their mind, you are kind of the center of their life. So they're going to need that constant state of attention. And I feel like a Venus in Leo person needs your attention more than like a sun in Leo. And the reason being is because Venus is all about love. Leo rules the heart. These are lovers at their core. So these folks need to make sure that their partners are giving that same amount of love, affection, and attention that they are willing to give to them, because for a Leo person or a Venus in Leo person, their relationships are really the center of a lot of their doings and their life in a way. And I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but if you have your Venus in Leo, then you most likely have your sun either in the sign of Leo, Cancer, maybe Gemini, or Virgo as well as Libra. And the reason being is because Venus as well as the planet Mercury, they don't move too far away from the sun. So if you know someone's sun sign is in Leo, then you can probably assume that their Venus might also be in Leo, or if someone is a Cancer sun, their Venus could be in Leo as well as the sign of Virgo. Back to Venus and Leo, folks. These are people, they love their relationships, they love to have a good time. And if you are a woman who has your Venus in Leo, you want to be loved on in this type of way. You want your partner to view you as the center of their attention. You want your partner to look aesthetically pleasing. This is very similar to Libra folks. People with their Venus in Leo, because they like attention, they want their partner to look good on their arm. They want to show off their partner. Leos like to be seen. So if they want to be seen, they want you to be seen next to them as well. And they're going to want to make sure that you can boost their image by being on their arm. Now, I know that can sound shallow, but that Leo energy, and also very similar to Libra, aesthetic is very important. And Venus is all about aesthetic. So Venus and Leo folk, they want to make sure that their partner does not make them look bad and that they can actually look good together publicly. If you are a man with Venus in Leo, then you like to attract, or not you like to attract, you like to go after women who embody a lot of Leo characteristics. So women who are not insecure, women who are confident in themselves, women who don't mind being forward and the center, women that like to dress nice, women that like to just kind of show off in a way. And of course, accepting all type of genders and sexualities, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, pick what works for you, whether it be man or woman. But Venus is more on the feminine aspect. So the masculine is going to want to go after the people that embody these Venusian qualities, and the feminine is going to want to attract that type of person to them having these Venusian qualities. And that's another thing to bring up about Venus and Leo. These folks are very confident. Now, if your sun sign is debilitated, or if you have your Chiron in Leo, then this can kind of mess up that confidence. But these are folks that like to love on themselves, because Leo is ruled by the sun. So it's all about the self and how one treats the self as well as others. And these are folks that they like to have a good time with themselves. They like to go out. They like to be entertained. They like to shower themselves with things that are beautiful, with people that are beautiful, right? With food, with pleasures, with things that they can indulge in. So these are folks that can be very confident. So dating people with their Venus in Leo, you want to have that internal self-confidence as well. And you want to be able to be seen, allow yourself to be seen, because a Venus in Leo person is going to want to be seen, and they're going to want to make sure that whoever is with them is also seen as well. These are people who can be very good with money. The reason I say that is because Leo rules business, and Venus in Leo, Venus rules money. So when you have your Venus in Leo, these are people who can be good with money. They can be investors. These are people who can want a lifestyle of wealth so that they can sustain the type of lifestyle of luxury that they want for themselves. These are folks who are very charismatic, very charismatic. They can walk into a room and really gravitate towards different people. People will gravitate towards them. They have a very magnetic personality and energy about them. So again, if you are dating someone with their Venus in Leo, or if your Venus is in Leo, this is something to be aware of, that these are folks that want to be seen and that naturally will be seen because of that Venusian quality being in the rulership of the sun. The sun always has to be seen. So when you put the heart here, when you put Venus, you put love, these are people that can really magnetize things towards them easily because of that sun energy. These are folks who sometimes have to make sure that they're not in situations where they can get taken advantage of, because Venus and Leo folks really care about being in partnership. I would say Venus in Leo, Venus in Libra, the Venus in Pisces, this is the placement that really wants partnership. So they have to make sure that their partnership is balanced. The reason I say that is because Leo is masculine. So when you put Venus here, these are people who don't mind doing, but they have to take time to sit back and receive. Venus naturally is the sign of attraction, but in the place of Leo, with Leo being here, this is a masculine sign. So these are people who like to show very quickly and very abundantly and very large. Leo's going to make things large, how they feel about people or how they feel about themselves. But sometimes they have to sit back and see, okay, what am I receiving from these people? What am I receiving from this person? And is it balanced? Venus is all about balance as well. Venus is the ruler of Libra as well as Taurus. Forgot to mention that in the beginning, but yes, it rules balance. It rules fairness. So these folks have to sometimes take a step back and see the people that they have around them. Even though that they can magnetize so many people to them, are these relationships balanced? Is there fairness in what I'm giving and what I'm receiving as well? These are lovers of the arts, lovers of fashion, lovers of music, lovers of beauty, aesthetic. These people can also be lovers of travel as well as business. And like I said, these people can be really good with their finances. So it's not that they're going to indulge in things and not have the finance to support. They're going to just do the work that they need to do to build the finances to support their life of comfort, luxury, as well as pleasures. Now, something these folks do need to work a little bit on, because Venus, as well as the sign of Leo, can be a little shallow. These folks have to worry about not always looking on the surface of things and just taking a moment to tap into a deeper level of seeing things and understanding things. Venus and Leo folks, they like things that are loud. They like things that are pretty. They like things that can make them seen. but sometimes they have to take a moment and just figure out and do a little bit of deeper inner work of what is really important. Because those things are great in the materialistic realm. This is a big materialistic placement. And they have to kind of do a little bit of deeper searching on a soul level of what else is there besides all of this material good, besides all of these things that are shining and pretty. What's really happening on the inside of them, and also what's really happening on the inside of the world around them, and what really matters. Venus in Leo kind of has to think about what actually matters beyond all of these physical things and these materialistic things of the world. However, all in all, Venus in Leo, such a good placement because this is the connection of love, of wanting to be in partnership, and because Leo is fixed, of wanting to build something that is sustainable and that can last. So let me know in the comments if you have your Venus in the sign of Leo. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all for our next video.